Hello and welcome to Club 6, episode 29 of the Pentagon Challenge on FM24. I'm Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, 2 games for you in J1 League. We'll be at home to our old club Kashima Antlers and then away to Tokushima Vortis. As you can see, we come into it on the back of a decent unbeaten run, although we were held 3-3 in our last game by Kyoto Sanga. So let's see if we can start the episode with a win, and the team to face, Kashima Antlers, is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team to face Kashima Antlers, and it is Fukumura in goal, back 4 of Hirao, Bengu, Kawase and Okamura. Richards behind Uno and Suzuki in midfield, Ogachukwu on the left, Taguchi on the right, Takasaki up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants me to stress the importance of home form. I'll agree with him. So we will point the finger and agree with him. And let's get out there and see if we can grab the win. So as always, first 10 minutes we'll see what happens. As you can see, we are outside the qualification spots for continental football at the moment. But we are only 3 points adrift of Kyoto Sanga in second. So we absolutely can qualify, and we need to make sure that we do. But our opponents are on the attack. Yamamoto, and he feeds Miura. And Yusuke Mura has given Kashima Antlers the lead. And that is not the start we needed. So we're going to demand more and try and work out how to fix this problem. Suzuki finds Kawase. Richards plays it back to Bengu. Bengu up to halfway, feeds Hirao, who plays it back to the goalkeeper. Bengu, this time into Richards, all the way back to the keeper again. Kawase feeds Richards, who's found a little pocket of space. Hirao to Richards, into Uno. Hirao down the line to Ogachukwu. His ball into Uno, and it's given away. But we've won it back. Richards to Bengu. Now Hirao on to Ogachukwu. And he's given it away, but Suzuki intercepts. Takasaki. And that is an absolutely brilliant goal. And if this is ruled out, this will be incredibly harsh. It's not. It's 1-1. And we're back on level terms just 7 minutes after going behind. So now, can we press home that advantage? Let's demand more. And see if we can find a second goal. And also find out where we are going wrong. And it's Okamura that's the one who's being blamed. Although Taguchi isn't playing well at the other end either. So those two are going to be the ones to come off. And in fact, Uno and Richards are both struggling. We're going to have have a real think about the halftime subs. So into the dressing room. Being the best. No, not happy. I'm going to go with that. And right, let's see what we've got down on the bench that we can bring on. So Asanuma can come on for Sam Richards. We'll bring on Azeki for Suzuki. And we will also get Ogachukwu off for Tsutsui. And Taguchi can come off for Shugio. And I think that's probably it. So we'll start the second half and we will demand more. And I'm going to have to hold off on the final substitution because we have got so many tired players out there. I think I'll just wait for someone to force me into it. Ito finds Watanabe. Now Ito again plays it back to Wasabe. Played back to Sun Kyun in goal. Watabe into Suzuki. Watabe again. Forward to Watanabe. Into Miura. Lays it off for Kitano. Kitano back to Katamoto. And that's hit the underside of the bar. But Morishita is offside. And the highlight comes to an end. And now, let's demand more. I mean, I might have to accept a point here. It's not a good result, but there might be nothing we can do. Can we get Takasaki off? We could for Kobayashi. So that might be something we look to do. And that was very nearly a second goal for us. But we're going to have to settle for a corner on 69 minutes. Takasaki with it. In-swinger to the near post, headed away. Azeki forward to Takasaki, who is offside. The highlight comes to an end. And I think actually what I'm going to do is Uno off. And we'll bring Kobayashi on. Play him out of position. And we'll just try and survive the last 5 minutes or so. Plus 5 minutes of added time. And now we've got a court. In fact, we won't get to see it. We're into the final minute or so of the 5. And we do deserve to get at least a point. And that's what we've ended up with. Nagoya Grampus 1, Kashima Antlers 1. I'll be back with the second match of today's episode in just a moment. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode, and this time it is a visit to Tokushima Vortis. Team for this one is Durjevic in goal. Back four is Hiro, Barbosa, Kuwasi and Okamura. Asanuma behind Suzuki and Suzuki in midfield. Ugachukwu and Taguchi on the wings. Hladki up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant thinks we're favourites for a reason, so do I. So we'll pump the fists and agree with him. And let's get out there and go and grab the win that we absolutely need. So as always, first 10 minutes we'll see how things go, then we'll react accordingly to whatever we see. And literally nothing's happened, so I think a demand more is in order. That's exactly what we're going to do. And hopefully the first highlight is ours. But 20 minutes gone, still no highlights. And still no shots, more to the point. And the gap to the top four is now 5 points. So this is a massively important game. And it is a highlight for our opponents. And they're knocking it around. Haidara back to Funatsu. Ori plays it forward. Suzuki shoots. And it's over the top. And the highlight comes to an end. I am going to demand more again. We have been absolutely woeful so far. Okamura needs to come off at half time. And Taguchi also, I think. As that's played forward but given away. And Suga clears it to halfway. Kawase though to Asanuma. Back to Barbosa. Feeds Hirao on the left. Hirao needs some help. Instead crosses it. And the shot goes wide. And our opponents build from the back again. Suzuki into Tani. Yoshida loses out. And we've worked it well to Ugachukwu, who goes on the outside, crosses it in, and Ihor Hladki finds the back of the net. And it is Tokushima Vortis 0, Nagoya Grampus 1. We've got the goal. Now Barbosa plays it to Hirao. Barbosa back to the goalkeeper. Djurjevic finds Kawase. Switches it to Okamura on the right. Taguchi into Suzuki. Hladki to Suzuki. And that is a corner off the keeper. Ugachukwu to take it. In swinger to the near post is headed away. Taguchi. And the shot crashes off the upright. Saito brings it away and the highlight comes to an end, and that is half time. It is only 1-0. It could easily be 2 or even more. And let's go in the dressing room. Going well, capable of more. I agree. And right. In terms of changes, we're going to make 2. And it is going to be Fumiya Suzuki for Shinichi Uno. And also Taiga Taguchi for, let's go with Kentaro Shugio. And that'll do, I think, for now. I do have a left back on the bench, so that's fine. Okay, into the second half. And hopefully we can go on and secure the win. It has reduced the gap to Kashima Antlers to 3 points as it stands. So we are back within range. But this is not a convincing display by any stretch of the imagination. Suzuki crossfield ball is headed away. And Asanuma finds Ugachukwu, who bursts forward over the halfway line. Can he get the cross in? He can. It's a low one to Uno. And Shinichi Uno finds the back of the net. With 54 minutes gone, we've got the second goal. It is Tokushima Vortis 0, Nagoya Grampus 2. So we have breathing space. And now we can start thinking about who might benefit from being removed. And Ugachukwu definitely falls into that category. So we will bring on Takasaki. And I'm going to move Hladki onto the left wing. It's not his ideal position. But he'll play there for now. And now Okamura needs to come off. So we'll bring on Naoki Chano and switch the fullbacks around. So that works. And we've got one more substitution remaining with just under 10 minutes of the 90 left. And I think, ideally, it would be Kawase. But we don't really have anyone to bring on. And Tokushima Vortis have got to go back through Everton. So not ideal. And in fact, can we bring Hirao off? We could. And bring on Kobayashi instead. Now, Uno. Dispossessed, but Suzuki wins it back. Shugio shoots. Shugio scores. 3-1. And that should wrap up the victory. With 87 minutes gone, the third goal is confirmed. We will make the substitution. And hopefully we can just see it through now. And that is the 3 minutes up. There's the full-time whistle. Tokushima Vortis 1, Nagoya Grampus 3. I'll be back with the league table and to let you know what's coming up on the next episode in just a moment. Okay, well here is the J1 league table then, and as you can see, 24 matches played. We've won exactly half, 12 wins, 7 draws, 5 defeats and 43 points. We're 1 point behind 4th placed Kashima Antlers, having played the same number of matches as them now. And so let's take a look at when we're going to come back. And I think what I'm going to do is bring you back in September when we start our Champions League group stage. The draw hasn't been made yet, so I don't know who will be playing, and I don't know exactly when the first match is, but it's sometime after the J1 League Cup quarter-final second leg. So it'll be around about the Albirex Niigata game, but it won't be that. It will be a Champions League doubleheader. And if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.